Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I will be reacting to this particular video that was made on Cruise channel, and where we had a lot of Muslims that were reacting, to several questions that were given to them, either with they agree or they disagree totally, or they strongly agree also.
Being a Muslim in today's world comes with challenges.
I picked strongly agree because being a Muslim nowadays is really challenging. First, as a man, making ends meet is already hectic, so keeping up with the 5 daily prayer is really hard.
But I chose agree. Outside of the general problems we face as humans, there are challenges that are specific to Muslims. The Prophet ﷺ told us that this world is a prison to the Muslims, because the things other people of other faiths will be able to do, we as Muslims, we are restricted from such a thing. So the way the world is, we might see it as challenges.
Be a Muslim nowadays, if I'm not mistaken, and here is my answer. For me, it is very challenging. Like recently, I had this job I was doing. I would say I had, because I have totally told myself I'm quitting that job. I can't pray my Zuhri prayer, and that has become an issue for me for a very long time. And I have been telling myself, if I quit, I don't have any other job I'm going to do. So I have been specifically just denying myself that privilege of quitting, just telling myself, I don't have something else to do, let me just do it. But I finally told myself I'm going to quit that job, and inshallah I have quit. I'm not going back, inshallah, because I believe Allah says He will never change the condition of the people until they change themselves. Now, regarding that question, it is very challenging. I have just shared my own experience whereby I don't get to pray Zuhri on time just because of I'm working. Now, the only people who get to benefit at their place of work for them to pray is those people who are working in the government sectors. Now, I've come across some government organizations or government companies that have masjid in their environments. Yes, I've come across some in the hospitals, some in just probably any other organizations. Yes, they are government organizations actually that have masjid in their environments. So you see the private are the problems we are having. The private, sometimes they are so selfish that they don't really care if you pray or you do not pray. It's either you are in on the job or you are at. So it's really challenging in the aspect of that swala. Or is it the dressing we're talking about? If you were to be a full niqabi, it's just like you having your own company would be better. It's just like you having your own business would be better. Because sometimes they even discriminate for your dressings, and that has to deal with also specifically sometimes with the private sectors. But for the government sectors, sometimes you really do not have issues with the government sectors.
A Muslim in today's world comes with challenges.
I picked strongly agree because being a Muslim nowadays is really challenging. First, as a man, making ends meet is already hectic, so keeping up with the 5 daily prayer is really hard.
So you see the private are the problems we are having. The private, sometimes they are so selfish that they don't really care if you pray or you do not pray. It's either you are in on the job or you are at. So it's really challenging in the aspect of that swala. Or is it the dressing we're talking about? If you were to be a full niqabi, it's just like you having your own company would be better. It's just like you having your own business would be better. Because sometimes they even discriminate for your dressings, and that has to deal with also specifically sometimes with the private sectors. But for the government sectors, sometimes you really do not have issues with the government sectors, with the government companies also. So that's
who agree bao.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
It is only within few things that we didn't allow women. Number one, imamship. Number two, it's only this inheritance that I told you that man take two when woman take one. Number three, woman to travel except with the man, like a bodyguard. Her father, her husband, her brother, or any relative can go along with her. So this is the only places. But apart from that, everything woman do as man.
Another thing again is regarding this imamship the man talked about. For that, I don't think that has to do with Islam alone. I think even in other religion, it's not expected for a woman to even become a leader in any place of worship. Though today we see a lot of women becoming pastors in churches. So yeah, but had there been a woman that was a prophet? No. When Allah sent down prophets, he sent male as prophets. He didn't send any woman as a prophet. Though there were righteous women around these prophets that were giving them support, you know. It's not this time around that women are now fighting for equality and they want to become presidents. In fact, they want to become governors. What do they call it? Is it governatress? I don't know. Please, I don't want to cut my tongue. So yeah, in the case of leadership, it has always been men. It has always been men leading. Always, it has always been men. Yeah, we are not saying that women should not. Women don't have a place in the society. They actually have a place. They are always there to support. In fact, sometimes when a man is out there doing his thing and he doesn't have a woman that is really supporting him, it's not even easy. So that is that. Now, in the case of education, men and women, they have equal right in Islam to get education. But in the case of a married woman, it is somehow partial, in the case that the permissibility of a woman now gaining knowledge or going to school or whatsoever now depends on the husband permission, if the man permits the woman. Yes, but when a woman is still single, or a lady is still single and she's in her father's house, definitely, you know, the father would always want her daughter to become. I'm not saying the man would not want the wife to become whatsoever she wants to become, or for her to go higher. But sometimes it's basically because of the responsibility that she has to take care of the children. She has to clean the home. So sometimes the men are like, just stay home and I will pay your bills. But sometimes some men can be so funny. Some men can be so funny in the sense that they will tell you to stay at home. So the responsibility at times can really make some men make fun decisions, like just stay at home, don't do something. You know, normally in Islam, women are not even expected to do anything. Yeah. Yes, they're not expected to do anything. They are just basically just to stay at home, take care of the children, and enjoy the man's money. Yeah. But you see, nowadays, if you're a woman and you're not doing anything, you're not doing any business, you know, it's just like you're setting yourself up. I'm telling you, it's just like you're setting yourself up. Seriously. Because not all men out there will tell you stay at home and they will give you rest of mind. Sometimes they'll tell you stay at home, they will not give you rest of mind. You see that money they told you, don't worry, I'll give you, it will not become an issue for them to even give it to you. You see, that's money that even if they even give it to you, it will become an issue. So, and the way the economy is, especially in this part of the world, if you are a woman and you're not doing anything, it's not advisable. It's not advisable. Why? Because sometimes the men, they need support. So if you don't do business, if you don't go to work, how would you support? You wouldn't be able, isn't it? So if the man wants you to actually stay at home and do nothing, then it should not make you feel guilty for doing that. Yes, it shouldn't make you feel guilty for doing that. It should make you comfortable doing that, because he has already agreed for you to stay at home.
In Islam too, in an household as a lady, they believe a lady should not pursue career. Man can pursue career. So ladies were mostly trained to build family. When you want to be like, I want to do more, they'll be like, you are doing too much. And most of the men now, they are not responsible. And that's why you see many Muslim women are suffering from depression, especially those that they were not allowed to do some of the things they wanted to do.
Islam, women have the same
opportunity
and freedom. So we are meant to look at what exactly is that Islam is pushing forward, not the way the people do it. Does Islam give them same freedom and opportunity? I should have chosen strongly agree, but I decided to choose somewhat agree because I realized that in the Quran, when they were talking about the story of Isa and Maryam, there's a verse there Allah said, "Walaysa dhakaru kal untha." Male and female, they are not the same. So being that they are different, so that means the level of freedom and all will somehow differ, but that's depending on the role each person has. So in that role you play, are you giving freedom? Yes. But if you want to come to this other role, no, this is not your role.
Major reason I disagreed was gender roles when it comes to marriage. When a lady marries, like there's a stop to her career, especially when child comes in. Why the man can still go ahead, pursue his career.
That's biology now.
Everything is sacrifice. Let's be honest. That's the balance. I'm married. I won't want my wife to feel less of herself because she's married to me, so she can accomplish what she wants to. When a lady is pregnant, the best thing the man can do is protect her. You're there for her. You cook for her. You do everything, and then she
That's
delivers.
if the man is like that.
No,
Is the man like
I'm still
that?
going there. I'm still going there because now there are some men that are not raised to be men. That's a big problem that nobody's talking about. That's
And
where she misses out.
they are much more in the Muslim community.
No.
Honestly,
Wallahi, they are much more in the Muslim
And
community.
the
are
Muslim
everywhere.
community,
They
they
are
pamper their wife
everywhere.
most.
Most of those Muslim men, I don't know, probably it's the way they were raised. Some of them believes that a woman do not have any right to be happy, because when you tell someone to just be by herself at home, not working, probably you be the one providing. There's nothing wrong if you can provide all her needs, but there should be times that she herself will be able to explore. When you automatically put her there, taking care of the kids, taking care of you, then like you're taking the greatest part of her life away, which is like her happiness. I don't think Muslim men are really doing well in that regard.
Sincerely, I think men should let their women, be who they want to be. What I mean is that let them go further with their career. If she's able to, go on with her career and take the responsibility of being a mother, please let her do. Because actually really some women are being depressed from not achieving their goals, whatsoever goals they actually want to achieve in life, they are being depressed about it. But sometimes they don't even have anybody to tell, because sometimes even the family members are not even helping, because they will tell them, that's what you are meant to do. There, you are meant to do that. You are not meant to be a career woman. Yes, some families will actually tell their daughters like that. That is what you're supposed to do. I mean, that's what we've been doing since the old good days. So what has happened? You children of nowadays, you now want to change the settings of the day. You want to change, they start making her feel as if she's even committing a sin. So please, Muslim men should try and let their women go further. They should let them be who they want to be. They should let them, if she wants to become a doctor, allow her. Ask her, are you really ready for this? Are you able to do this? If she's ready for it, then let her do it. Support her. Be with her. That is why you are a hubby. That is why you are a husband. Support her. Financially, emotionally, just be there for her. And when she finally climbs up, and when she finally, meets up with her dreams, she wouldn't forget you. And if anybody should have that kind of mind of, not remembering how a man was so supportive to him, then I don't think that person should be called a human. So that's for that.
I can't get married to her. Let's say I met her, she's the CEO of her own company, and I say, I love her, and she says she loves me too, and I say, drop your company now. Okay, let's say maybe she's even making like 500k per month. I'm making 100k per month. We're not married. And now I'm not looking for, no.
Let me give you one scenario that happened. I have this marital WhatsApp group. So there is this lady that came on like 3 years back. So she just got married like 2 months after. Then she now came to the WhatsApp group. She's like, we should help her. This is what she's experiencing. I don't know her physically. When they're about to get married, they were in the north too. So she's earning like 150k. And then the husband is earning 30k. A month after the wedding, then the husband is like started giving her attitude. He doesn't like how she goes out to her work every day. She has to resign and probably come and start working at the street bus stop. That would be like she doing POS. Because it's not as if you wanted to buy a POS, So he said there is one of those people doing POS business at the bus stop. They needed the staff that they'll be paying 15K. The marriage is not looking like marriage to her again because she refuses to quit and the house is not housing. And when I mentioned that some majority of Muslim, that's like 60% of them, they are not responsible. I'm not talking about general Muslims. So when I'm talking about majority of those that are not responsible, they are in the Sunni, they are those that take religion so serious. So I'm talking to you from experience because I live within Sunni community. I grew up with them. Most of my friends that got married to Sunni, one of them, if you're on call, if her husband should come in, she has to hang up. Even WhatsApp, she can't do. And they are educated.
But there are some girls that their life is predestined. Since when they were small, they know who they are going to marry. They know what families they are going to marry into. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok for the ladies about this Ahmed XM and his wife.
Ahmed XM.
Yes, allegedly he has divorced the first wife now. And now people are in that girl's comment section day and night. So
You see, the issue of a woman getting married and selecting whosoever she wants, Islam strongly agrees with that. Now in Islam, a woman should agree to getting married to whoever she wants to get married to. Strongly agrees to it. Now, even if the woman is so shy, she has to also give her response, either by nodding or any way. Like, that one is just out of it. A woman has to strongly agree that she's getting married to somebody. Islam doesn't allow a woman to be forced to get married to anybody, no. And the part actually where the Muslim men who don't want their wife to go out, and at the same time they want her to contribute. How is that possible?